You are your dog's favorite person, or at least you're supposed to be. Dogs can actually be a touch more changeable than you think. Dogs have a reputation for being playful, goofy, and kinda dopey. And while all those things are definitely true, my dog ran into the wall chasing a shadow the other day. They are actually a lot more perceptive than this overall goofiness might suggest. So perceptive, they can associate specific experiences with certain individuals. In short, if you do something that creates stress for them, they will most likely be able to determine that you are responsible, no matter how much you try to hide it and pretend you weren't. If this incident is a major one, or if there are several incidents like this that build up, they sadly might come to view you differently. Rather negatively, in fact. This can lead toward avoidance behaviors or, worst case scenario, a total shift of their affections away from you and towards someone else who lives in the house. Someone you live with, I mean, like a romantic partner. I'm not implying there's a secret person in your wardrobe who will steal your dog's love away from you. Anything that shakes up the household dynamic shakes up everyone who is a member of that dynamic. And never forget, your dog is so much more than just a pet. They very much are a part of the family and see themselves as such, and quite rightly. That's why bringing a new person into the house can cause a lot of confusion and anxiety for your dog. At least if the website pawspice.com can be trusted, but let's be real, with a name like that, I am going to believe it. A new person entering the home, be it an all-new roommate, perhaps an all-new romantic partner that they're not used to yet, or even a baby you've just given birth to, ultimately alters the dynamic of a home. There's no two ways about it. It simply can't be avoided. And when that happens, it can leave some dogs, especially the extra anxious ones, kind of at a loss as to what their place in the new structure is. This can lead to them turning away from you and choosing a new favorite person, if they feel you are prioritizing the new addition, for example. As an example of this, if you have a new romantic partner visiting the house a lot and you're spending more time with your dog may well pull away from you and pivot their attention to somebody else in the home. Or conversely, your dog may well latch on to the new addition to the home and choose to replace you in their affections with the new arrival. This can be very common when the new arrival is a baby. Your dog may well sense the baby is more vulnerable than you, so choose to prioritize affection for them over affection for you. In the latter case, this is a situation that can become exacerbated if the new arrival begins to engage with your dog in ways they appreciate more than you do. For example, if they start feeding them more than you do, taking them for walks, naturally your dog will relegate you to second favorite person and promote this new addition to the top job. It doesn't mean they don't love you anymore, but come on. They're always going to choose the person who gives them food and walks. I don't want to be too simplistic and obvious about it, but come on, they're a dog. A new pet joining the home can cause similar issues. Let's say you get a new hamster called Captain Hammy, and everyone stops focusing on the dog for a bit to fawn over Captain Hammy. This could lead to your dog feeling neglected or jealous. If this happens and somebody else gives them the attention they miss, your dog may begin to bond with that person, and before long, see them as their favorite person instead of you. One of the main reasons why a shakeup in who lives in the house can be a little challenging for your dog is because of something I've said before on this channel and will no doubt say again, because it is one of the eternal truths of how a canine's mind works. They struggle with change. They need consistency. They need regularity. They need your schedule to be the same day in and day out, and if anything is different, it unsettles them. If your schedule starts to change for some reason, perhaps you have a new job, or you've started volunteering, or whatever else, you might become less available. That will unsettle your dog, maybe even upset or frustrate them. And in that frustration, they might try to seek attention from someone else, someone who is more available. As heartbreaking as it is to be on the receiving end of that, if you put yourself in their shoes, it does make sense. Not that dogs wear shoes, but you get the point. If you need help and you normally turn to your dad, but suddenly he's not returning your messages, you might ask someone else instead. And if that person offers you the support you were after, they might replace your dad as the person you turn to whenever you need to vent. This is just an example of dogs doing the same. It can lead to your dog forming a stronger bond with someone else than they have with you, which is sad. There's no denying that. But ultimately, we all form stronger bonds with those who are able to be there for us. But don't let that fool you into thinking that your all-new busy schedule means your dog loves you any less necessarily. It just means you might not be the first person they turn to when they're in the mood for affection. As we age, our health fails us. Our opinions on things change. I used to love fast food. Now, the mere thought of it makes me want to vomit my whole body inside out. The music we loved, the movies we enjoyed, it can all shift with time. And this is true of the people we like as well. There may have been someone you went to school with whose company you adored. You could never imagine yourself being without them. You are thick as thieves, whatever the heck that means. And then, one day, for whatever reason, you drift apart. You see less of each other. Perhaps you go to university and they don't. Or maybe one of you gets trapped in Lewis Carroll's Wonderland for a few years. Who's to say? But a period of distance occurs. You have different experiences. And then, when you're unexpectedly brought together, maybe at a high school reunion or because of a teleportation accident, you find that they are the same person they always were, but you've changed. And suddenly that feeling that you and they would forever be besties is gone. Age has taken you to a different place, and it is a place that they won't quite click into anymore. The same is true of dogs, except for the whole going to uni bit. As they age, their preferences and behavior can change. Sometimes this is just a taste thing, and you may sadly find them, and you are simply not as in sync as you once were. The health problems that come with age can also play a role. Conditions like arthritis can make them less tolerant of certain interactions, and as a result, they might gravitate towards the person who provides them with the most comfort or gentle care during these times, which sadly might not be you. Though sometimes it has nothing to do with them and nothing to do with you. Sometimes it's all about what's going on externally. As mentioned, changes are a problem for dogs, and that's not just changes in regard to who is in the house. Like we were talking about, that can be changes of any kind. New furniture, new wallpaper, new anything. In particular, new sounds and noises they are not used to can really unsettle your pooch, especially loud ones. In such a situation of great disturbance, your dog needs as much comfort and solace as they can get. So they will turn to whoever offers that to them, regardless of who they normally consider their favorite person. For example, if fireworks are going crazy outside and your friend is the one giving comfort to your scared dog while you're busy doing something else, like making a blancmange, your dog may well embrace your friend as their new favorite person instead of you. If you want to maintain a strong bond with your dog and ensure you are always their favorite person, there's a few simple steps. Firstly, consistency is key. Maintain regular routines for feeding, walks, and playtime. Secondly, positive reinforcement. Regular positive interactions like praise, treats, and play mean the world to your dog. It reinforces the bond between you, and a decrease in these interactions can lead your dog to seek them elsewhere, potentially altering their preferred person. Thirdly, always be attentive of their needs. Keep an eye on their health. Be there for them if they seem down, and provide comfort during stressful situations. Don't ignore them when fireworks are going crazy to make a blancmange instead. And finally, spend as much quality time with them as you can. They're not a pet, they're a family member. That's how they see themselves, so you need to see them like that as well. Because a shift in your dog's preferences is normally a response to changes in their environment or routine. So if you are mindful of these factors, you can assure nobody ever replaces you as top dog in their eyes and heart. Though, if you're worried your dog might be the opposite and be a bit too clingy, watch this next video.